The woman pulled out a whole piece of chicken, cooked chicken, from inside her body. Horror Recaps and Chill. Today we're going to talk about The Substance, one of the most WTF, if not the most WTF movie of 2024. We start off by meeting Elizabeth Sparkle, who was once a glamorous Hollywood star. Her name is literally etched in fame. She has her own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But that all comes to an end when on her 50th birthday, she gets booted off her own exercise TV show by her pig of a producer named Harvey, who wants to replace her with someone younger and hotter. And shout out to Dennis Quaid, because I'm just going to have to give him credit for the most disgusting and vile scene in this entire movie. I have never been more put off by somebody eating shrimp. Now, to add insult to the injury, this poor woman is driving home. She's understandably upset. She has a car accident because she takes her eyes off the road when she sees that her billboard is being taken down. Later on, Elizabeth finds herself in possession of a mysterious flash drive that was given to her by this young, attractive male nurse who was at the hospital when she was getting checked out because of the accident. She plays it. It promises the impossible: youth, beauty, perfection, better version of yourself, all from one little injection called The Substance. And although it's very infomercial-y, it does warn of one critical rule: you are one. Never forget that, whatever that means. First, Elizabeth chucks it feeling stupid, but then she changes her mind and off she goes. She orders a substance, goes to some shady place to pick up her order, and it's all self-service. There's no contact. Once she's home, she unboxes her package. She injects the activator. It starts activating in the gnarliest way, and out comes Sue, the younger version of herself, from a slit in Elizabeth's back. Elizabeth and Sue now have to switch consciousness every 7 days, no exceptions. The active one has to feed the unconscious one with an injection of weekly food supply. When she's conscious as Sue, she has to inject herself daily with stabilizer fluid taken from the original body, Elizabeth, to keep herself from deteriorating. As Sue, Elizabeth's life is perfect. She's nailing auditions. She lands a new show, which is really her old show that she was booted off of as Elizabeth. She's getting everything that she thought she wanted. And all is great as long as she switches back to her older self to maintain the balance, because if she doesn't, she's going to start falling apart. And yeah, Sue doesn't do well with that at all. At first, she overstays her time by just a bit because, getting with some random guy is more important at the moment. This results in one of Elizabeth's fingers rapidly aging because to extend her time, Sue has to essentially steal more fluid from Elizabeth. When she's conscious again, Elizabeth freaks out and calls the helpline, and she's basically told that this is just a small preview of what will happen if the instructions aren't followed to a T. Oh, and the effects are irreversible. Now, on her end, Elizabeth is no better, as she doesn't take care of herself at all during her turn to be conscious. And for some reason, each leaves the other lying on the floor for the duration of their 7 days. It's not working out. It's two individuals now, not one like it's supposed to be, and they are not cool with each other. It gets to the point where Sue isn't switching back. It's all working out great for her. She's got a New Year's Eve show that she's supposed to be in, and everything is awesome until she runs out of stabilizer fluid and is told that she has to switch back to replenish her supply. When she does, Elizabeth finds herself unrecognizable and is like, screw this, I'm putting Sue down. She orders a termination, but just before she's about to completely take Sue out, she changes her mind and resuscitates her. Now that they're together in the same consciousness, Sue realizes what Elizabeth meant to do, and she is pissed. Sue attacks and kills Elizabeth and then leaves to host her New Year's Eve show. But now that Elizabeth is dead, Sue starts to deteriorate, like quickly. She panics and injects herself with whatever activator she has left, but she's not supposed to do this because it's just for single use. The result is horrific, and now there is this mutated, mangled up combination of Elizabeth and Sue. Alyssa Sue. Alyssa Sue cuts up a poster of Elizabeth and puts her face on like a mask and goes on stage because, damn it, she's going to host this New Year's Eve show one way or another. The mask falls off, the audience freaks out, and all hell breaks loose. Body parts come off, there's blood, and Alyssa Sue manages to escape but then collapses and explodes. Her face somehow manages to detach and crawl over to her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and then it melts into a puddle of blood, which is cleaned off the next day. So yeah, that's The Substance. And now I have to ask you, what did you think of The Substance? Would you take the injection knowing the consequences but follow the rules and do things better? Let me know in the comments. I am dying to hear your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more horror recaps and chill or horror chats. And until next time, stay scary.